It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital, but luckily for us, we have our heaters cranked all the way up here in the booth at Commanders Field. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Daniels. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Levis looking to move him around a bit. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Pollard again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, here's Levis. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he caught it up. One of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Levis looking to throw. That's into the hands of Chosen. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Robbie Chosen from 19 yards away. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. Steps away to his left. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that. Through the first 3 drives, they're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go, sack. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Daniels looking to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
Throwing now is Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Commanders. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
In motion right is Ridley. Levis sets up to throw here. Flushed out right. And Levis with a smart move, sliding down after picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Levis to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
49 down, 20, like 49. Hey, mayday.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Levis. This one caught by Ridley. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Levis back to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 13 yards out. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flush to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to throw now on first down.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Forced out to his left. The ball comes out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's complete left side to Gray.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete right around the 8. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 38.
Hey, I'm back! I'm back! Hold on, 0-0. 0-7, right down, 49 Rita.
Now Levis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Like 5-4. Odd, like 5-4. And 24 Linda, back to the T green. What?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Let's go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? You know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
22 Linda. Linda.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll lead here to a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
29 down, 22 Rita. Hey, Mayday.
Levis looking to throw. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Pollard.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Tajay Spears
from 6 yards away.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set up. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the footballcratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commander's Field.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now Daniels.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Daniels.
Steps away to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. That's to the tight end, Wiley.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
22 window. Hey, come on. Here. Hand up.
Here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Levis, who's going to audible to something else. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Four down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Cleveland Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Window.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one downfield to Burks.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Traylon Burks.
37 yards.
And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Commanders 13.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
came in, nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here.